Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be focusing on Goofy, and even though he starred in a lot of different short films and movies and is such a crucial character to the Disney franchise, I wanted to take a look at the ones that I remember the most and some of my favorite. During the 40s and 50s, there were many how-to cartoons such as how to swim, how to fish, how to be a detective, how to play baseball, how to dance, etc. like that. So I wanted to focus on how to dance. That was the one that I picked. It's from 1953, and it's just a very cute short. Most of these always follow the same formula, where you have the narrator that Goofy is following and trying to succeed at a new skill. So with this one, how to dance, he wants to learn how to dance. It's pretty obvious.
Come on, George, let's dance.
The interesting thing is that within the first couple of minutes of this short, he is called George. So is that another name for Goofy? I don't know.
Do you have two left feet?
Of course.
Do you feel like a wallflower, alone in a world of laughter and dancing feet? Well, you can learn to dance.
I'll do it.
George/Goofy wants to learn how to dance. So therefore, he is taken through the steps of dancing with this narrator. And another element of it is that he always fails in funny ways. So no matter what he does, he always gets into some crazy, wacky adventures trying to solve and succeed at this skill. He tries to learn how to dance using a chart. That does not work out. He then tries to go and learn with a sewing partner mannequin.
Why, Mr. Keith, come right in. Now don't forget, return it tomorrow.
Which, he's also called Mr. Keith. Is his name George Keith? Is Goofy's real name George Keith? I don't know.
On with the dance.
Goofy George Keith takes the girl, mannequin, sewing machine, whatever you want to call it, and tries to learn dancing with her. I really like this scene, especially because it is such a traditional joke. The fact that you're dancing with a partner that's not real. More recently, there's a comedian that I follow called Tapeface. You may have seen him from America's Got Talent. And in his initial audition, he did something very similar. And I like that comparison, that shows that this is something that is traditional humor and can be used back in the 50s, but also used today. Doesn't have enough practice by then, so he goes and takes lessons at a dance school. And learns everything from the Scottish routine to Irish to Mexican hat dance, etc., and becomes an expert. He graduates, he's ready to dance with the girl, but by the time the music starts to play, it's upbeat jazz and he knows like the rumba and the waltz and doesn't know and gets caught up. Basically a mosh pit at the time and doesn't know how to successfully dance. So after all that practice, it was a successful fail in a sense, and that's how normally it goes. So that's what we have from the past. But at the same time, in 2007, they came out with a new Goofy how-to cartoon that was very reminiscent and influential of the classics of the past. And that's why I wanted to focus on the series too, because of the fact that they did tribute to it recently in the last 10 years is a really cool concept. So the first one you can find on YouTube, the second one you can find on Netflix within the Disney Short Films collection. And So same setup. This one is Goofy's How to Set Up a Home Theater. And I love it. This is one of my favorites. It's a really cool concept, especially because it has that classic feel to it. They really made sure to focus on the feel of the past and get all those nuances correctly while keeping it modern and fresh. And he goes in, he wants a new theater to watch his football game. It's kind of fitting that the Super Bowl's coming up too by the time I'm filming this, so yay for continuity and wonderfulness. And he wants to watch the football game, so he's finding big, gigantic digital TVs.
For the neighborhood electronics boutique will fulfill all the average consumer's needs.
Goes to the basically Best Buy of the day. Shiny Stuffs is what it's named. So did Circus City go out by this time in 2000 City? Was Circus City already dead, or was it still around? Because this might have been a mix between Best Buy and Circus City. Remember Circus City, by the way?
The DVD, the CD, the LD, the DVR, the VCR, audio receiver, AV cables, TV cables, satellite dish, with satellite, the Blu-ray, the Blu-ray, the Blu-ray, the Hi-Fi IY, HDMI, the heebie-jeebies, and E equals MC squared. Oh, and don't forget the batteries. They're not included.
You have everything from DVRs to DVDs to VHRs and etc, etc. When you get back to the house, he's ready to set everything up and he's just waiting to get delivered. When it finally comes, big Giganta Box, and I love how many inside jokes and Easter eggs you basically have in this short cartoon. You have things from Dopey Digital to Picture Walt Disney to the Moose Head from Country Bears Jamboree. Amazing. There's so much in this little pack, and you just have to go back and watch everything. And he's even wearing his Mickey watch. Mickey's everywhere, hidden Mickey's are everywhere. It's great. It's brilliant. This is all time amazing, especially with how much they put into it for such a short cartoon. But he gets everything set up and it's time to watch the game. And after all of these obstacles of getting these wires sorted out and everything plugged in this giant TV, and it's just like he's there.
Gaze upon that pristine picture. Savor the surround sound. It's almost like mayonnaise.
And it's the best day of his life. So it all works out. And those are the episodes. These are very episode driven. They're short films, but they don't follow an extensive plot. It's more of these characters getting into these obstacles and having to find their way out in a funny way. And like I mentioned in a previous episode of this, it's like it's its own sitcom. And these were early sitcoms for short films before movies were the feature films, and it was great. So take a look if you like. The link for the How to Dance is in the description because it's still on YouTube. But like I mentioned, Netflix has the How to Set Up Your Home Theater in that short film collection. And all those short films are fantastic. It's a really great time if you want to just take a day, take an hour, watch this, because you do have your Frozen short in there as well. But you have a lot of shorts that I didn't even realize were shorts growing up. And it's fantastic, and this is something else I can talk about a little bit later on. And it's all Walt Disney animation shorts, so it's a little bit different from the Pixar shorts that everyone knows and loves, but we'll be discussing that later on too. But that is our Goofy-centric episode. We're going to continue on tomorrow with more characters. And as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.